This was no miracle.
The miracle never happened.
This gentleman mingling with the crowd and send the signal. So off we go with the continuing adventures of Miss Mopey and her bastard husband.
What?
It is I who should apologize. I've obviously upset your husband.
Yeah, very obviously.
Don't worry about Henry. He gets emotional sometimes.
I'm not
especially
quite sure.
concerning Randall.
Alright.
Understood. But I also have the feeling that Henry is hiding something.
No.
Oh, really? Layton?
Wow, you are quick, Professor.
No. He already knew this from the beginning. It's just that he doesn't want to tell her. He wants to be gentle the way he talks to her about it.
Plus, he needs evidence.
That too, yeah. He does. We have very strong suspicions of Henry, but technically we don't have evidence, so we can't. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all he said, she said, really.
Yes. By the way, Angela, do you know of a good face surgeon?
Okay. So
there we go.
new mystery. Two new mysteries.
Two of the
actually.
mysteries.
Go ahead.
Henry is
Yes,
clearly
does-
hiding something
does
which he cannot or will not speak about. What could his secret be?
Why does Henry continue to pour money into Montador, knowing the masked gentleman might strike at any time?
Indeed.
I don't know about you, Professor, but there's something fishy going on here.
Alright, let's read the next statement.
Angela's been acting strangely, and she may be hiding something. Could her odd behavior be somehow related to the masked gentleman?
It has certainly been many years since I
Maybe.
knew Angela at school. I confess she seems quite a changed person. She's even more emo than that emo guy off Sonic Lost World.
Nah, not really, but fine. Anyway,
Let's continue.
all right, here we go.
Okay.
Professor
Layton, I've been
Actually,
looking all over the place for you.
I'm the policeman, Jova.
Well, we're all different policemen. Remember, they just look the same.
What can I do for you, Constable?
Would you be so kind as to accompany me to the Celebration Boulevard? It's about the masked gentleman case. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I should be doing my British accent.
The masked gentleman? What is it? And speak proper, man!
Sure.
Has he appeared again? All I know is that my partner wants to talk to you. He was one of the officers on duty during the statues incident.
Don't speak like that, please.
Sure.
Sure. This case seems to be growing more complicated by the second.
Okay, that's better.
It is starting to sound like a bad comic book plot.
Well, look at the bright side, Terry. We'll never get as bad as Marvel.
Indeed. This officer is on Celebration Boulevard, you say?
Professor agrees, it seems.
Yes.
That's right, but I'll take you to him. A lot of tourists seem to have trouble telling us apart. Must be the uniforms.
Yeah, must be the
Pedro
uniforms.
and Pedro.
Must be the uniforms. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
must be the uniform.
Sure. Must be.
Yeah, totally.
Who'd have thought it? Showing the great Professor Layton around the City of Miracles. This way, please.
Thank you, fake British person.
Basically, too, by the end of the first game, he discovered the Golden Gardens. So by this point, he's already starting to become famous because you know.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going the wrong way.
And by the time we get to the prequel to the original trilogy, he's already had plenty of amazing accomplishment at the end of Astronaut Legacy. So that's why in the beginning of Curious Village, he's known as the world famous Professor Layton because it relates to what he did in Astronaut Legacy.
Wait,
Okay.
I'd recognize that smell anywhere. A citizen in distress.
Theo, your Scottish accent, please.
City's too big. Can I find a thing?
Pardon me, sir. I'm Professor Herschel Layton. Might I be of some service?
Huh? Hey, cheers, Daddy Bob. Just got here and the place had me first stumped. Name's Tannenbaum, by the way.
Tannenbaum.
That's right. That's
Whatever.
Tannenbaum. He is so hairy that we can only see his eyes and his nose.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, for one thing, the confounded map doesn't make it under sense.
All right, let's check that
Right,
out.
puzzle time.
Yay.
Puzzle number 77.
77.
Mishmash map. Whenever new tourists arrive in town, they are given a map to help them with their sightseeing. Unfortunately, the maps have a tendency to fall apart along the fault lines, making it impossible to work out how to get to where they want to go. Can you restore the map to its original condition?
So yeah,
That's terrible
yeah.
design.
So yeah, now that I
really.
think about it, I found a nickname for my fake British accent with the nameless police officer, whereas my more elaborate British accents are more for different characters.
so yeah, this is a puzzle in the most literal sense of the word. Basically, just try to make an entire sensical picture of the various pieces.
Simple.
This goes here. There we go.
Yeah, it's rather simple.
Alright. I'm just making sure, just in case I don't lose pick rats again.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Objection much?
There is no puzzle without a solution.
Yes, but you see, Mr. Wright, I could do your poses better.
Objection!
Besides, Mr. Wright, I have a habit
Please
of stealing your
speak for-
spotlight, don't
Well,
I?
then again, the whole finger pointing thing was already part of
This
Sherlock
is just
Holmes
nice
anyway.
to me. I'm very chuffed with this.
Oh,
let me
come on,
tell ya.
Pedro. Even Akira Hino mentioned that he merged
No,
the
I
best of
know.
Sherlock Holmes and Ace
No, I know.
Attorney.
What I mean is, even before Ace Attorney, Sherlock Holmes was doing the whole finger pointing to the culprit thing.
Not to the extent that Ace Attorney does it, and it's also the manner he does it. You're lucky
Still
we came
finger
along, sir.
pointing, and it's still rude.
Oh hey, what did you do against the lad who stayed in my house? It was bonkers too.
Foreshadowing! Sorry,
I
I...
lack in my main son, but he went and left without a word a few months back. I couldn't believe it.
No way! I can't,
I can't believe
I
this.
came here hoping to find him. How the bad start and getting messed and lost and all.
So Tenenbaum is looking for someone who used to stay at his home,
Yes,
and who
sir.
was... And it's a guy...
Everyone finds Montador bewildering at first.
And
You'll
it-
find your feet in no time.
Okay.
I wish you the best of luck in your search. And by the way, find a shaver.
Actually, it's interesting to us, because by the time this game is over, he will get shaved, but we will never see his face, to keep the mystery.
Aww.
That's I think whatever.
Never too busy to help a passerby with his troubles. You're a very kind man, Professor.
Of course I fucking am. Oh, sorry, of course I am.
At this rate, you are the
Because
mystery
he's
of the
Professor
masked...
fucking Layton's son.
At this
Get
rate,
it
you are the
right.
mystery of the masked gentleman solved before you can say, Bob's your uncle.
I will do my utmost to justify your favour my abilities, Constable. Oh, and by the way, make sure the kindness act doesn't spread too far.
So yeah, new episode, Tenenbaum's Trek.
Trek! Yay! Star Trek!
Or is it Le Track?
That reminds me, Teo, don't forget, you'll be a special guest in the Lautrec finale, because trust me,
can't
There's a really
wait.
special
let's
reason why.
just say Jova Dwibs and Stuart already know the reason.
Okay.
Don't tell him, guys, don't tell him.
Okay.
Bugs.
Poor guy.
Bugs. Wait, Bugs? Bunny? Oh.
That's exactly the reason he named him that.
I love Bugs Bunny.
Anyway, what episode are we doing next?
Alright, basically, by this point I remember, oh, that's right, I haven't shown off some episodes that I forgot, so let's check them out. Okay, Elemental Ferocious, basically I'm checking, hold on, I'm basically checking which episode is which so I can make
The
sure...
Cottage is always full of good cheer. However much the latest bicker during the day, there is already tensions about a little chat before bed.
Yes, so this is an episode that we got available during the last chapter in flashbacks, but I haven't checked it out yet, so might as well do it now. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
let's
do
watch
it.
Phew, I'm
flashback
exhausted.
episode.
I think I'll go to bed now, Ma.
Alright, Jova, go ahead.
Right.
I think it's the father. Oh, no,
What? At this time?
actually, I'm
That's
the mom. You're the
unusually
father, Jova.
sensible of you.
I thought the father was speaking first. I'm the mother, remember? You're the
I
father.
thought you were the father.
It
No.
feels as if I've been running around all day.
You are
First I was
not
looking
the
for
father!
Pa, and then I was dragged around by Randall.
Herschel, I am your father.
No!
Luke, I am your father.
Well, try not to fall into bed with all your clothes on this time, will you?
Come on, Mom. I've heard that lecture from you last week. Yes, Ma, alright. I'm a big boy now. Good night.
This was before he became a dick, Layton.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams, dear.
Good night, son.
Fuck you, father.
Jesus.
I guess he's going through his teenage years. Well, he
Yes.
is, but
So...
we need to discuss your son's attitude problem.
Oh, this is important. So, what was all that about then?
Hmm?
Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. Those men in black suits asking after Herschel. Who were they really? Remember?
Wow, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones?
Basically, this is foreshadowing for Azure Legacy. What's going on, Roland? What were they doing coming all the way out here to Stansbury?
Roland Layton. That's weird.
And
They
Lucille
were just a team of archaeologists who wanted to see Noel.
and Lucille Layton. Oh, come off it. Those men haven't been near a dig site in their lives.
How do you know that?
Well, that's what they said. I could hardly accuse them of lying, could I? And before you ask, I don't know why they wanted to see Herschel, or why they gave up when I told them he was out.
Okay. I don't like this. I don't like it one bit.
Yet you're still smiling.
And she's not smiling, she's more like...
Listen to me,
Neutral,
Lucille.
rather.
Herschel is our boy. He'll be fine.
He is still young, but I suppose he doesn't have a solid head on his shoulders. Just like his father.
Fuck you!
Jesus.
And his heart is in the
Layton,
right place,
please.
too, thanks to his mother. He'll be alright.
I suffer from me, myself, and Irene syndrome, okay?
Let's leave it at that. It's nearly bedtime anyhow. How about a mug of cocoa with a little cream on top?
I can be nice sometimes, horrible other times. Like, I'm bipolar.
Didn't you have
Don't
two
worry, he'll
helpings
grow
of
out of
pudding?
it.
Actually, Dweebs, that's funny in hindsight.
Alright, we'll come back to this in the next game. Tannenbaum's...
Meanwhile, back to Tannenbaum's track.
While scoring the
Okay.
streets for his foster son, Mr. Tannenbaum bumps into a woman who, like him, shares a rural background.
A rural bakery. Woo.
Let's see.
Let's check Tannenbaum track. Da 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 da.
I better plug after the journey here. No then, what was I doing? The city doesn't have dazzle. It's happy. I
Happy-
have to see what you're looking for.
Hello
Oh, boy.
there, here to see the sights, are you? I'm afraid you're in the wrong quarter. Only
I'm surprised
houses
you can
around
see
here.
anything. I'm surprised you can see anything in that.
Huh.
Actually, I'm looking for somebody. Sorry to bother you, but you don't have a hanky?
I'm afraid not, nor do I have much hope of finding your friends, I have to say.
to clean my beard.
This city's packed tight as an ant colony. By the way, I can't seem to place that accent.
Do we have to know who this person is? I mean, I know you said we don't see his face.
Yes, sure. Yes, sure.
We'll see.
Well, you're right. We're not going to learn much about him per se because he's not really important to the story. But he does. But we're going to see exactly how does he connect and why is he here. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I've been looking after the lad like he was my flesh and blood these past 18 years almost to the day.
Hold on. 18 years.
Bloody shame. I had no idea why, but 2 months back, it was up like a rocket. Monted on. I just knew something wasn't right, so I packed up a suitcase and knew here I am.
All right. Oh my! It's good of you to come and find him, but you shouldn't stay for long. Not with the masked gentleman about.
I'm just a daft old man, not too bothered about my own safety. But if he's got himself in trouble,
Well, at least he cares. There's that. Oh, you poor dear. I have 2 boys myself, so I understand. What's your name?
This Tannenbaum will be fine.
And I'm Gloria. I suppose you must feel a bit lost here. I'm from a country village myself. You know, Stansbury. Yeah, you might remember how she was in
But
our
not from
flashback.
Stoke.
Basically, she was from Stanbury, but ever since Stansbury kind of became a ghost town, she moved here.
I couldn't refuse an offer like that now, could I?
What happened to Stansbury anyway? Did it get knocked down? And
No.
they put a, incinerator there?
Ever since the whole incident with Randall, the city, most of the city basically became a ghost town because the big rich people who had all the business, aka Randall's parents, kind of
Went away.
not so much. It's kind of we're gonna get more detailed explanation
see
later,
what
but
happens.
yeah, basically became a ghost town because most people left.
That's funny. He said he'd be waiting here.
I don't see any other officers here at all.
Unless one of us is secretly an officer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
Let's look around a little before we give up entirely. Jesus
And-
Christ,
and then all of a sudden-
you lot are like comic book fans. You give up instantly when something goes slightly wrong.
Objection, Professor! I'm a comic book fan, and I have not given up
And
on the
comic
likes of
book
DC.
film fans. Sorry,
Comic book.
Oh.
forgive me.
Well, objection! We don't give up that easily, even with the DC cinematic universe.
You give up when someone slightly gets a
Oh.
costume wrong in a superhero movie.
Oh, marvelous! I've been hoping for a chance to talk to you for
Marvelous.
ages. Jesus, Professor.
Does it concern the masked gentleman?
No, it concerns Mask to Mask.
Yes.
What do you mean,
ne-
Madame Mask?
I'll never forget that night, seeing our heroes on horseback in hot pursuit of the dastardly villain. It moved me, sir. Plain moved me. There we go. So we got
There's
our.
a catch-up.
Heroes on horseback. Are you talking about us?
Yep. Remember,
Gee,
remember the
I don't
first
know.
part? Yes, indeed, sir. It was a sight for sore eyes, so it was. The boys were all so impressed, weren't they?
Yes, that was when level 5 decided to turn my game into a Temple Run clone.
Congratulations, Dick Layton.
Yes.
Congratulations, Dick Layton. You've got fans all over the Montador Police Department. I gotta tell you, Professor, meeting you in the flesh after that night is an absolute honor.
You flatter me, Constable. Now fuck off.
You know, Professor, you want to maintain your fan base, it helps to be nice.
Sorry,
have to do
officer.
any more-
Layton didn't quite get the gentleman memo.
I see. Well, I suppose I might enjoy a little canter, if I have a spare moment during the investigation, that is.
Alright. Excellent. I'll start working on an obstacle course right away. Now where can I... Basically, he wants to get Layton to a horse competition.
Yeah.
I'll do
Okay.
my utmost to make sure the course is worthy of your abilities, sir. Sure.
Constable, I couldn't help but notice that that had nothing to do with the masked gentleman.
They're just fanboys who wanted an excuse to be with their idol.
Yeah. But I think I must have been
My
behind you guys.
apologies, but look on the bright side. You'll end up with a supply of carrots to last you a lifetime.
Get healthy, I guess.
Yes, but my eyesight does need improving, I'll admit.
Yep.
Seriously, have you seen my eyes? They're like dots.
Alright, new episode.
Give me
Okay,
marbles.
okay, Joe, it's you and me now. Plots in
Yeah.
a pod.
Plots in
The
a
police
pod.
under the CI Sheffield pours blood and sweat into the investigation. But what does Detective Bloom have to say about this?
Oi, Constable! How's patrol working out for you?
Constable. Well, here's a turn up for the books. Nothing to report on my end, I'm afraid. You?
Not a sausage. I've been up and down the street more times than you can shake a truncheon at.
A truncheon. Is that how you pronounce it? Truncheon? Whatever.
Yeah.
And well... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And while we're out doing the rounds, the chief's just having a go at the blood.
I told you. I told you they'd be at each other's throats again, didn't I? No good will come of relying on Scotland Yard.
Truth in fiction.
Hopeless, the lot of them. And that inspector, the one with the chest hair, runs around like a nutter, but never turns up for duty.
Ooh, burn.
Just wait till we get to Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2, where we get some awesome integration of realistic events into the plots. Hell, just to give you an idea, Dwebs. In Metal Gear Solid 3, we actually have footage of President Kennedy. Actual footage. Old footage of President Kennedy. I should have known two slackers would be here. You're cruising for a bruiser from the Gov if he out.
Gov, yeah. As an hello, governor.
Oi, Constable.
Oi, Constable. Oh, come on. We ain't got a choice, do we? There's nothing to do, seeing as we can't find a blinking lead. The British is strong in this script.
I don't think that excuse is going to cut it with the Sarge. Anyway, what are you doing here, Constable? Is our shift over already? Ha! You'll be lucky. We've finished our search. I've been assigned to look after you two dunderheads. That's right, these two cops are so incompetent they actually got a third cop to look after them. You finished the search? You made light work of that, Constable. Did you find any clues? Nothing out of the ordinary. And you know what I think? I think this boss gentleman of ours really did it. You know, a bona fide miracle. Maybe that mask is the real thing too. That's right, the cops are actually starting to believe these are real miracles and stuff like that. Anyway.
Oh, come off it, Constable. You believe in that hocus pocus. People don't just vanish into thin air.
By the way,
We need
this
special material for that.
God damn, you 140. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
140.
Never mind, it's something else. Don't worry.
Oh, is it that sports event?
Yeah.
Did you see that gentleman in the top hat? They say he'll stop at nothing to solve this case. Oh, him. Detective Bloom says he's some professor or other. I'm not convinced. Bringing civilians into police affairs.
Fuck you. This professor's helping you solve the case.
And this
I beg your
professor's done
pardon,
better than all
Constable.
of you
I think
so
we
far.
need all the help we can get on this one.
Yes, objection, idiot constable, but I am the one who's saving your ass.
Shh! Shut your goss. It's Detective Bloom.
The eye bloom.
The eye bloom. Is that what you say? The eye bloom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, crumbs, we've been rumbled, ain't we? Let's just throw a salute and scarper. Quick, like.
I wonder if this is actually set in Gibraltar or something.
I'd say everything is under control. If I could only tell who was who. You can't tell them what. Okay.
You know,
Maybe
why
they're
don't you
all
just give them
cousins.
name badges or something?
Alright.
That would be easy.
Alright, now that we've have a talk with our fan base, let's get back to the investigation.
Yes.
What's
Sure.
this? I think someone's running this way.
Alright. Who is it?
Wouldn't recommend that, running in the street, especially not with scissors.
It's the Caesar man.
Did you hear? Something amazing is going on at the Scorpion Casino. I bet it's the most Templeman's handiwork.
Oh my god.
It's her again.
Right, just great.
No time to spam. If I miss this miracle, who knows then there'll be another one.
It sounds like the professor's in a panic room.
Help me.
What do you think, Professor? Is the masked gentleman at the casino?
I don't know, but I think I want to get far away from that woman as possible.
Jeez, Professor, my great ancestor was telling the truth when he said that Britain really is nuts.
That's not where the last warning said he would be, but anything is possible, I suppose.
Well, I'm still on duty, so I'll have to go and see what the fuss is about. I shall head to the casino.
And people say Mission Impossible.
Just
what does Tom Cruise
make
know?
a mind not to make a machine gun out of any of the casino parts. Oh, and your lad wouldn't be allowed in there normally, but if you plan on going, I'll tell them to make an exception.
Luke, no gambling.
It's been an honor, Professor.
Remember, kids, gambling is not fine for you.
Ma'am?
Going by the map, to get to the casino, we need to head through the shopping district and Chance Avenue. We should go too.
Alright.
We should go to, we already established that. It's like a bit in Shadow the Hedgehog. We're going to the Ark, which guess that means we're going too.
Oh gosh, no.
Level 5 of all the bits to take inspiration from is from that game.
Hold on, here's one of my
From
favorite
Sega, of all people.
Hold on, here's one of my favorite characters in the game.
If we head up through the arcade, we should reach the casino.
Alright.
Looks lively, doesn't it? Come on, what are we waiting for?
The scripted event to occur.
Alright. We're waiting for the map to give us the arrow to go there. Sure.
Professor, do you see that nervous-looking man over there?
Line.
Professor!
Yes, something is going on there.
Yeah, Professor, you're acting a bit strange.
Look, I have to wait for my auto-cued lines to come up.
Oh boy, it's this guy.
Oh dear me! How could this happen? What if I'm given the boot? Speaking of which, are my shoes untied?
But
No, I'm wearing loafers. Good. Wait, no, still loafers. Good.
It's fiction, these are loafers.
Believe it or not, this is an accountant. Shira?
She's
okay.
Maybe we should just move on, Professor.
I love her face. Okay.
Now, Abby, it can't hurt to ask.
Alright. How do you do? I'm afraid I'm in rather a tight spot at the moment. Now, far be it to push my troubles onto you, but...
No problem. Maybe you can deal with these troubles anytime.
You know I'm the accountant, don't you? No? Well, I'm Murphy, bookkeeper for both Mr. Dalston and the Ladors.
Oh goody.
Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. First, a little background on Montedor.
We know.
The city was founded by Henry Lador, but a big part of its expansion came from competing with Alphonse Dalston.
We know.
Actually, we didn't know this already, actually.
The first bit.
Here's the good part. Getting arrested is not good for business, you see, and Mr. Dalston has taken quite a hit. Basically, Dwebs, this guy has a bad habit of revealing economic secrets of his clients.
That's quite the information you're giving us, Murphy. So Dalston's business interests are at risk.
Of course.
Excuse me. I forgot you don't have numbers in your blood. Let me show you an example of domestic business.
Are you saying
Are
you saying I'm numerically illiterate?
Professor, can you actually solve this? 8 times 8 divided by 8 times 9 plus 10.
Run the bakers, a pasterie, a bookshop, a grocer's, and a cafe. Which person runs which business?
A. C and I both work close to the bakers and the patisserie.
B. C and I haven't dropped by the cafe for ages.
C. D and I never bake bread. Neither A nor B run the bookshop.
D. E and I often visit the cafe and the grocers.
E. C and I work near the grocers.
So yeah, it's all about deduction.
Also, A's face. Dear Lord.
Seriously, it looks... Seriously, you confuse the biggest part of her face with her body.
Yeah, Nagano's art style is you have to admit it. It's never dull. He always manages to create some really amusing designs. Okay, so basically I put the text right there in the top so you guys can read at the same time. Let's see. So what do ABC need to do? Basically, we have to connect the dots. Basically, connect them to which specific business each one is. I've already figured it out, so allow me.
Simple.
Basically, it's a very simple matter of comparing one which and checking out what are the
Process of elimination.
Basically, what is the only combination that actually confirms all the above sentences? And yeah, there we go. Press submit, Pedro. Thank you.
There you go.
Just a dash of puzzle solving here. That was a challenge, to be sure.
Indeed.
Well, actually, Professor, it's not that much a challenge if you look at it like that. Then again, I'm an attorney, so I often look for these sort of things.
Yep. Alright. Puzzle index. So now you understand the complex, beautiful web of our local economy.
Wow.
As you must know, Mr. Lador founded this town in the middle of the desert.
That's interesting.
Yep, I'm just giving... Okay, the spot we stand on used to be an oasis. The origins of the city. Right under our feet. Foreshadowing.
It feels quite central to the whole city.
Central City.
Not to rush you, Murphy, but how about getting to the point?
Here's a good idea. Have a
Have
point.
a point.
It makes it so much more interesting for the listener. Quite. To cut a long story short, oh, I love my job. Accountancy, books, the lot. Fascinating work. Anyway, when Mr. Dalton was arrested, this situation took a nosedive. More than a nosedive, really. A whole face. That's basically, this is one of the reasons I love this character is because he has such an amazing combination of characteristics. He's an accountant of the two most powerful men in the city, but he also loves gossip. so that's a great combination for an amusing character.
Thank goodness he's not a bookie.
What we're dealing with here isn't social... Whatever, sorry.
But doesn't Mr. Ladore's business also suffer if the tourists are all frightened away?
Yep. That would be true if that were true. You see, everyone seems to be flocking to see these miracles.
And stop calling them miracles. That's bullshit.
In fact, in the last month, Mr. Ladore's overall net profits were up. Let's see. Adjust the tax allowance. Carry the 5. Doing math.
Isn't that information confidential? Anyway, how's your sex life?
Oh no. I've done it again. Yes, it's confidential. But wait, did I actually say anything?
If only this guy worked at the racetracks.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna shit at my job. Let's just pretend that you never heard that last part. In fact, there never was a last part, which may actually be true.
So, in conclusion, what you're trying to say is that Dalston's arrest has led to great profits for Henry Ladore.
What a shocker.
Exactly so. Was I clear enough? In fact, was I vague enough? I don't want to lose my license, you see.
I think it's best if you find another profession.
Professor, it seems that Mr. Ladore has both the motive and the means.
Henry, why do you sound like Luke? Is there something you're not telling me?
Oh.
Certainly.
Sorry, Professor. My voice there was a bit low for a bit.
Emmy, now is not the time to practice your seductive act.
Anyway, the next part we'll move on to the Scorpion Casino.
See you, everybody.
Yeah. See ya.
See you then.